Coming up on this week's Minecraft Me, we give our server a big send-off in huge style as we say goodbye to the Season 2 survival map. We give you the ultimate server showcase and show you off some of the most beautiful creations you probably have seen. We also cover the Minecraft news of the week, and we cover your questions. All that and more coming up.
This is Minecraft Me, a show that is about Minecraft, where we bring you some of the most awesome tutorials on the internet, reviews of mods and pack picks that you can use when you play. We take you on awesome adventures, all with Chase and Joe.
Minecraft Me is brought to you by viewers and listeners like you on Patreon. That's right, patreon.com is a place where you can go and support Minecraft Me for as little as $1 per month. And when you do that, you help keep this show on the air. Head over to patreon.com/Minecraft to support Minecraft Me. Hey everyone, welcome again to another edition of Minecraft Me. This is the show that is entirely about the game from Mojang called Minecraft. It doesn't matter if you're a beginner or an expert. We like to show you how to play this awesome building blocks game. I just want to say thank you for downloading and checking out our show. If you haven't checked it out yet, thank you. Really do appreciate it. And I also want to say a big thanks to all the Patreons that are supporting this show. We really wouldn't be here without you guys and keeping the community going. So thank you so much. And I also want to say a big thanks. This is new. This is quick and new. A big thanks to you guys there in the chat room that are joining us on this live show as well. We do the show Thursday evenings at 8 p.m. Pacific time. We start the party then, and then we just keep it going until we're done. So I just want to say thanks to you guys. You guys keep it going. It's so cool to have a live audience checking us out. Now, that's one component of the show. The other component of the show is my good friend, guide, teacher, and our server administrator for the Minecraft Me pub server, Mr. Joseph Falby. Hey, Joe, how are you?
Good.
Big day.
Big day.
Big day. You know, I do a show with Chris Fisher at Jupiter Broadcast, and we do a show called Unfiltered. One of the things he says on the beginning of pretty much every show that he, even not just that show, but every show that he does, is he goes, big show, really big show. And I go, you know, Chris, you really shouldn't say that because after a while, you kind of deflate the value of a really big show. But Joe, this show is a really big show.
Well,
this is an important show.
The show's going to be really cool.
This episode,
we're going to talk about we're going to talk about what's we're going to talk about the old map, the map that will now the new old map.
Season 2.
Anyway,
the season 2.
The current we're going to talk about the current map, the last gen map or the current gen map, whatever you want to call it. And we will be investigating and we will be moving to the next gen map after the show. I have a few things I need to finish up. And so depending on where you are, either today or tomorrow,
Jay Huckabee in the chat says it's only a big show if you tweet.
Actually, I haven't tweeted. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, Joe only does one. He only tweets like once a month.
Well, it depends. It's just whatever's going on. I've tweeted more than that. I've tweeted a couple times in a weekend, but it's really dependent on what's happening.
So you're
I'm not a big one for like telling everyone in the world that something is happening. I just, you know what? I don't care.
I'm the social media guy.
Should either.
See, Joe and I have a pretty good partnership on this show. Joe handles the server administration. He takes care of the technicals of what we're going to cover on the show, and I take care of the social media aspect, so he doesn't have to talk to anybody.
I don't mind talking to people. I just seriously, it's like, you know what? I don't need all the tweets telling me that. You know what? Before too long, it's just going to be.
I know it gets out of hand. I know.
It's like I think that gradually people in the U.S. are moving towards more and more Valley Girl attitudes, and that annoys me, and I don't care.
Like for sure, dude. Like totally. So check it. We got a tight show lined up for y'all today.
Never left that. Thank you, Stephen Minecraft. Thanks.
We have a big show. And what we're going to do on this special edition of this show is we're going to give the Season 2, the current map, a big send-off. So we've asked all the people who are watching the show live right now who are in our server, we're going to do the ultimate server showcase. We're going to go and tour all these different creations to give you guys a taste of what was created in this awesome map. And then we're going to say goodnight. We're going to say goodbye. And we're going to move on to the brand new server. So what will happen is by the time you download and watch this, the new server should be up. But if you're watching us live right now, the server will go down. We'll have to make some changes in the back end. And then once it comes back, you'll be in the new world. And so we really can't wait to do that. We also have some Minecraft news to discuss this week. We have a Patreon update. And of course, on every single episode of Minecraft Me, we take your questions and we give you some answers. So let's move on to the news, and one of the big top stories that we always seem to discuss is when is Minecraft going to come out on the Xbox One or the PS4 or
the launch?
The
it's
Visa,
a launch title. They're already out.
It's
They came out last winter. Yeah,
you would think that's
they were
the
launch
case.
titles. Come on, what's the story
You
here?
would think that's the case, but Joe, that is not the case. Oh. That is not the case. It's coming slowly. 4J Studio says it's being worked on some tweets and some statements. They've said possibly Q2, Q3. What that means for you guys in the real world is by August. August, maybe. And here's the thing.
They're just going to call it Minecraft forever.
I would hope that it would come out by June, because June is E3. And last E3, they announced it. It was a big announcement for the Xbox One. And wouldn't it be just sad 1 year later at E3, you have Microsoft there up on stage, you have the big guys there on stage making these great game announcements for the coming year, and that lingering thing of, oh, where's Minecraft? It's not here yet. So we'll see what happens. But yes, we're waiting just like you guys. Now, big news also, now, here's the thing. We understand there's a lot of you out there who maybe don't want to join a huge public server, okay? And you are a little bit afraid in doing that sort of thing. And you want to have a server that you can, dial up on demand, make it simple and easy, where you could set up a whitelisted server for you and your close personal crew of friends. What did Mojang launch, Joe? What did they roll out today, as a matter of fact?
Well, they actually rolled it out a while ago. They just rolled it out in the
North America.
Day.
Yeah, I know.
Well, Minecraft Realms actually.
Hold on.
Yeah, look at this. Look at that.
Yeah, I still have my card too. I've been holding on to it.
I haven't. I can actually even show the back because I didn't scratch off the number.
Ooh. Yeah, so Minecraft Realms is an on-demand
Minecraft
server.
Realms available in North America now. So if you launched your client today, you probably noticed an extra button.
Yeah.
No, you did not accidentally install Forge. That is not what that button is. It is for Minecraft Realms, which is really cool because, it is a simple service to just get a basic server up and going for some friends. And of course, as we talked about a few weeks ago, now it supports special maps or game modes that are different maps and stuff like that. And I'm sure they're going to be adding more features to it soon. But yeah, cool. It's finally available in North America. I know we've been waiting for this for a while.
Yeah,
I mean,
and we've
these
been
are like 9 months old now.
Yeah, we've been waiting to do this for a while, and not only that, but we want to cover it on a show. I think it's only appropriate. So now that it's out in North America, we can actually cover it on a show, not have to do any kind of weird VPN magic to make it weird. So we're definitely going to cover this on an upcoming show. Hopefully, maybe next week. Maybe that might be a good time to do it. But it is currently available in Belgium, Bulgaria, Canada, Croatia, Denmark, Estonia. I'm not going to read the list. It's a long list. But if you're in Canada, if you're in Mexico, if you're in North America, the United Arab Emirates, the Isle of Man, many different places, it is now available. We'll have a link in our show notes if you want to see if it's available in your country. But yes, if you head over to minecraft.net/realms, it gives you all the information. It's a very simple, clean, and easy way. They have available 1, 3, and 6 month packages, and servers start at $13 a month. But if you go for a longer term, you get a discount. So there you go. Now, Joe, there was one other thing, and lo and behold, not only they rolled out Realms to North America today, but they also pushed out another snapshot. Snapshot 14W17A is the snapshot. Now, a lot of people, Joe, they look at the snapshots and they're like, I don't see any new mobs. I don't see any new blocks. It's nothing. It's not a big deal. But for someone like you, who's a server administrator, there's some features in here that you are like, yes.
Yeah, big time. The big one here is Edge of the World Barrier. So now, like on the server right now, we have a special plugin that all it does is creates a limit on the size of the world, so people can't go past a certain point. And the idea is to keep the world sizes down so that we don't end up with, like we did on the very first map, a trace that goes 80,000 blocks off into the ocean somewhere. So yeah, now there'll actually be something built into Minecraft that blocks the world size, and it's really cool. There's some screenshots available that show off what it looks like. It actually creates a fuzzy animated barrier right on the edge. Here, I'll put one in the chat for you to take a look at.
Okay.
So yeah, it puts like a fuzzy barrier right on the edge, and it's actually animated. Yeah, you can't really see it. I don't know why you can't see it in the picture. That's supposed to show it.
Well, you can kind of see like the lines right there on the right-hand side there. Yeah.
So yeah, if you get a zoomed in picture, you can see it really well. But yeah, it specifically blocks it. You can configure it, set it built right into the thing. It actually the barrier will fade as you go further away from it, so it's not always visible. But it also be really, really clear where that edge is before you get to it. So
here's a much more better zoomed in picture. So you can see the lines of the. So it's like a glass border, but not really, right? It's kind of like the point you can't go past that point.
Right. Yeah. You basically it's a barrier. So if you're flying off through the world or you're wandering through the world, when you see this, you're getting close to the edge of it, and you'll just stop when you hit it. It's a barrier. It's like a giant glass dome, basically. Or a glass wall around the outside of the map. So it's a really, really cool feature. And like I said, it means that I'll be able to take off the plugin for doing that.
So
it'll be built right into it.
So you can replace the plugin with this, and wow, that's great. And that will
it'll be really, really cool. It also actually is turned on by default. If you set up a server, it'll automatically by default have a barrier.
Okay.
But it's going to be a little bigger than what we will have it set on. The default is 80 million blocks.
Wow.
Yeah, 80 million.
Wow.
So that's
No, we're not doing math again.
Long ways.
No math. However,
I'm going to do.
Wouldn't this also potentially
like 80,000 kilometers
free up server resources as well? Like just maybe a few more cycles?
It should. Anytime you're not having to load a plugin, it should free up some resources. It should make things run a little smoother. But yeah, it'll definitely be an improvement. I'm really looking forward to it.
Awesome, man. That's so cool. All right, well, that's it for the news. One thing I do want to mention to you guys is our show, as they say, is viewer and listener supported. What does that mean? That means we do the show not for sponsors. We do it for people who enjoy and love what we're trying to do. And that is thanks to you guys who have jumped up the board at Patreon. Patreon.com/Minecraft is the place you can go to support Minecraft Me. And now you're probably wondering, what is Patreon? Well, in a nutshell, Patreon is a place that you can go to support us in small monthly increments. So instead of like a Kickstarter where you're putting one pledge towards a big goal, it's an ongoing pledge. It's an ongoing contribution that keeps the show on the air. So for example, if you wanted to say, I'm going to pledge $10 per month to you guys, not only you're going to get a plot on our creative server that we've shown off on previous episodes, but you're going to get credit on the show. We're going to put you in the credits at the end of the show so you can brag to all your friends. You can say, hey, look, I'm a part of that show. I'm on the show. And they'll be like, no, you're not. You'll be like, yeah, I am. Look, watch the show at the end and you'll see my name. And they'll be like, no, you're not. And then you are. And you're there in the show, which is so freaking cool. Also, you get how's that Patreon label on the chat, Joe? How's that working out?
You mean in the Minecraft server?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it
Just
for some
messing with
reason
you.
I don't know why it's not working in the current server, but I had some weird issues with it applying and not applying, and like there are different permissions groups overriding each other. But when we come up with the new map later today or tomorrow morning, depending on your time frame,
yep,
it should be good to go. At least it has been on my test users, so I'm pretty confident it'll be good to go as of 6 hours from now or however long it takes.
Now, I want to remind everybody a few things about Patreon. First off, we're never going to charge for any episode of Minecraft Me. You will get every full episode of Minecraft Me available on our website at GeekGamer.tv. It's also available on iTunes. It's on YouTube. It's on the Roku, on our GeekGamerTV channel. You always will be able to get it. We're never going to charge you for the show. We're always going to have it available. But we want to give back to the people who support our show certain perks. So, for example, if you decide to support us, we give you a plot for creative access. If you decide to support us at a higher level, we're going to give you credit in the chat so everybody knows that you are supporting what we're trying to do. This is an independent show about Minecraft. We don't have any outside money other than you guys helping support us. And what does that do? Well, it pays for the server. Servers are not cheap, especially when you're dealing with big video files and having a space for you guys to go to and build in a nice, secure, safe area and not have to worry about that server going down the next day. We really try to take care of you guys. And so what we're trying to do, our big goal here is we're trying to get to 100% servers. That's our top goal, $521.23 per month. And once we get to that number, that magic number, then we know that our server is paid for. Now we can really have some fun and spend that extra money towards increasing the production level of this show and actually doing a better job at it. I do want to say one final thing about the Patreon, and there's been some confusion about this, and I just want to throw it out there and make sure you guys understand. So the way Patreon works is they charge your credit card or PayPal account at the end of the month. So, for example, if you signed up on April 7th, and you're like, well, I don't have creative access. How do I go about getting that? When your card gets charged, I get a report that tells me, all right, Mr. Joe's card has been charged for the month. Then I will send you a link with a survey to fill out that gives us your Minecraft username and other information that we need to deliver the rewards to you. And then once that happens, you get access and everything's good. And we do this to prevent abuse. We don't want people signing up to get access to all these great things that we're trying to implement and then pull out their card at the last second. and then we've wasted all this time and all this energy and all that. It's just rough. Also, I also want to let you guys know, every Patreon that signs up at the $5 or above level will get post-show access. What does that mean? Well, on the Patreon page, you'll be able to watch our post shows. What does that mean? Well, sometimes we talk about Minecraft, we take your questions, and sometimes we go off on weird tangents like solving math problems. So,
only sometimes. Just usually once or twice an episode.
Yeah.
And then we're corrected for the next 3 episodes.
Yeah. So, all we ask is if you like a show about Minecraft and you want to support Geek Gamer TV and you want to support what we're trying to do here at Minecraft Me, consider becoming a Patreon today. You can literally sign up for as little as a penny a month. You could do that. We do recommend $1. It's 25 cents per episode. We do 4 episodes of Minecraft Me per month. And if this number holds right here, one of the goals that we reached is if we reach $360.61 per month, we would do a monthly Survivor game special. So we're going to add an additional show. Really, an additional episode of Minecraft Me, and it's just the Survivor games. And I'm thinking about giving a prize away on that show. I really feel like I want to do that. I think that'd be fun. The winner of that games gets something. We'll see. So become a Patreon today, patreon.com/Minecraft. Thanks to all of you who have become Patreons, and I want to see that number get higher. I think that'd be awesome. So thanks so much, you guys. All right, Joe, it's now time to move on and say goodbye, or really begin to say goodbye. It's one of those bittersweet situations where I remember what's your first memory, real quick, of the current Server 2 map, our Season 2 map? I mean, do you have a first memory?
Probably the first thing the first thing that comes to mind is the Spawn Manor building.
Yeah.
Because that actually was built in the first map in an area where we thought we were going to move Spawn over to this new area and have plots around it and stuff like that. And then eventually we were like, nope, screw that. Let's just do a whole new map. And I remember that Spawn building, that Spawn Manor, as being the first real thing on this map. And that's my strongest original memory, I think, with this particular map.
Yeah, I'm actually going to pull up Spawn Manor right now so you guys can take a look at it here. And yeah, I mean, just this was built by what? N. Lancaster, right? If I remember right, wasn't it? Yeah.
Nick Lancaster, he's I would call him a friend. He's a friend of the show, friend of mine.
Totally.
Here in the Portland area, I've actually known him for a lot of years. He's a regular at the PDX lands that happen in Portland. And fellow 3D printer enthusiast, actually. He bought a Solidoodle just before I got mine. And yeah, he built this thing, and it was one of our first real exposures to crazy things you can do with World Edit, because he put this together in 20 minutes, I think.
Not only that, I want to share this again. Joe.
Oh yeah.
Who was this through again? Who
Shapeways.
Shapeways. Joe and I both have one of these, and this is one of those things that, whenever I see it, I go like, wow, look at this, and the backside there, you have the cutaway of our little offices and the crafting area. I mean, it's just so cool. But yeah, I mean, this place is great, and a lot of the graphics that you guys see, especially like in this let me go to this shot. You can't really see it; it's kind of hidden in the back there. But in these back edges, you can see all the way around. Spawn Manor is like right there, so it's barely poking in here. We've had a lot of great fun, and it's a beautiful building. We've covered it many times, so we're not going to do a tour of it, but yeah, that's definitely a good first memory, Joe. My first memory, I want to take it over real quick. So just off of Spawn, it wasn't too far away. And I tried to give my house away. I really did, but no one seemed to want it. Is my little property over here? My little house. This was my first attempt at building a house, and honestly, I don't think I did a very good job. I don't think I did. But this was my first memory, and also this road right here was like really the first road that I kind of built, and then it all of a sudden just took off from there. But yeah, my little house here had a little porch back here that I made, and it just overlooked this area. And I claimed this area right here. Mm-hmm. I claimed this area so I wouldn't have anything blocking my view of the park.
Well, blocking the view of my house.
Well, yeah, sure, yeah,
which is what's right across with the slightly more developed area. Yeah,
right. And then you had these creations here that you made, Joe, and.
Remember we actually showed the trees off in one. This was a really simple tree farm where everything is on top of hoppers, and it all feeds back into a chest inside the house.
Oh yeah, that's right. This was Payback's experimental area. Look at that.
Yep. And so yeah, this is sort of a lab area, and you can see down below I built a bigger one, and there's actually some pretty big complexes underground that most people haven't seen.
Now, the good news is we will have this map available for download.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to explore all of these areas on your own, fly all the way around.
Or if you don't like it, say you don't like my house and you think it's an eyesore and you want to get rid of it, you can load it up with TNT and blow it up.
Blow it up. Now, the one thing that the new map will not have is AT&T Park.
The map download.
The map download. And the reason for that is simple. I honestly don't want anybody to take this creation and try to coin it off as something that they built. And, our community worked so hard on that project. So I just, we're very protective of the hard work that our guys have done. And some of that stuff, you know what? We're going to do another special on that. It will happen. I will be pushing it very, very hard. But in the meantime, Joe, one thing we're going to do, this is the ultimate server showcase. is, first off, I want to show off this list of names. Our server is almost full. We rarely get this full because a lot of people here are just they want to see this off. And so what we're going to do is we're going to do this as fast as humanly possible. We're not going to do so fast that we're going to say, "Oh, hi, how you guys doing?" and then move on. But we're going to take a tour.
We'll head over and we'll fly around, and then we'll go on to the next one. We'll make sure to mention who built it, who's here. But yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to go in alphabetical order. We're going to go down the list of names. Joe's already pulled the list, so if you joined late during the live show, I'm sorry. Just apologize in advance. But we're gonna do this, and we're gonna take a look. Joe's going to be the tour guide. He's going to pull us along here since he's got the master controls. And Joe, who is first on our visit?
So first off is AK Border 23, and he's here in front of his house. Kind of a cool. You know what it reminds me of is like a plantation style house with these wraparound porches.
Now remember,
and, he's right.
I was going to say one thing.
Yeah.
All of these creations that you guys are going to see today are survival. These are not creative.
There may be an exception to that. We're going to go see what one of the mods has asked us to come over and take a look at.
Fair enough.
But the vast majority of these, unless we say otherwise, everything we're going to show was done totally in survival.
All right, so
no creative mods.
So here's AK Border here. He's just staring at his creation. He's just going, this is just... He can't see me. Hold on. There we go. I'll make myself visible. Sorry. So here is AK's creation, and you're right. It's got that plantation right on the river here in the jungle. Beautiful home, just gorgeous looking.
Nice wraparound porch, really really cool.
Got a dog there on the corner of the porch there. Very nice.
So here's AK Border. Let me see what the next one is. Okay, so the next one is Alley Blaster.
All right, here's Alley Blaster, one of the a newer person to join us, and we've already seen what Alley Blaster can do in survival. So I'm kind of stuck here.
Well, we saw what you did in creative. We showed that.
That's
off.
what I meant. Yeah, that's what I'm sorry. Yeah, that's
we
what
showed that off last episode in sort of the intro to the plots map. And this is what he's done in survival mode, which is
wow.
Yeah.
Why hasn't this been submitted as a server showcase before?
I don't know, but we may have to come back and do a full episode on this, a full showcase on this. I mean, this map will stick around for a little while at least.
One thing I definitely want to do, and I'm guilty of this, is to bring in the creators on the show and bring them in on TeamSpeak or bringing them in on Skype and just telling us about their influences and their ideas and how they come up with some of these most incredibly epic creations. I mean, this is just look at this. It goes into the mountainside there and just in phenomenal stuff. So thanks so much for your time in the server. Obviously, you spent a lot here. Who do we got next, Joe?
So this next one is a little bit of a cheat. This is Andy B2K.
I'm sorry, Alley Blaster.
I'm
thinking of somebody else. My apologies. Sorry.
He does. This does. I'm not actually sure this is his build or not, but he's here in front of it, and it is really cool. It is a giant castle. And the reason why I say it's a little bit of a cheat is if you look around, we're actually in the creative map.
Oh,
so this one was done creative, wasn't done
fine.
survival.
So he's not going to lose this,
but he's still. I mean, you know what? It shows creativity, which is pretty awesome.
Very nice. And look at this, just gorgeous. Look at this, very very nice. I love the lighting effects. Very good. There's some great tricks that you can get from lighting. By the way, we should just do an episode on lighting tricks and effects and stuff. Just really nice stuff. But
and the other. Some other tricks I've seen people do is gradually darker blocks of wool or clay to make it appear as if something is getting darker or getting brighter as it goes further away or closer.
Totally.
But yeah, so there you go. That's Andy B2K.
All right.
That is his build in the creative map.
Okay.
So the next one we have up here is B Fowler 44.
Wow. And there's B Fowler 44 right here. We'll jump over here. Hey, B Fowler.
Looks like a sort of a ranch style house.
But it's big, and then he's got what he's got going on over here?
I don't know. I saw this too.
It's like a partial house / glass greenhouse.
Oh yeah,
kind of
he's got it's a house with a greenhouse next. Built into it, right?
Wow. Wow,
pretty
very
cool.
nice. And he's right here on the water here, right smack dab between two biomes. Looks like the desert biome right there. Very nice.
He's got a desert biome and looks like somebody else's castle back there. But yeah, definitely a cool build. Looks like a oversized ranch style house. I should say that this is not to scale. But yeah, definitely cool. Cool to see. And again, these builds always amaze me. I can't believe.
Wow.
So let's see. Next we're at. Oh, this one's hilarious.
Okay.
I love this.
All right.
So next we're at Chewbacca 77.
Hey,
and there he is
How you doing?
in the appropriate skin. And if you look around, you know what? I'm going to call this an Endor tree village.
Yeah,
That's what I'm gonna call this.
That's very appropriate.
I'm going to say this. There should be little Ewoks running around here.
You're just not enough.
So, no.
And I like some
aren't.
of these wood planks are replaced with leaves, so you're.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
It's leaf blocks. I love it. I love
it.
it.
Way too cool. Way too cool.
Let me actually pull it back out a little bit so you guys can get a nice full scope of this area and how it really blends into the environment. Very, very cool. Oh, wow. Very nice, Chewbacca. Let's move on.
So this this next one is from Dark Heights. And he's got this
member since August 14th of 1012. Well, that's a long time ago.
1012. That's quite a while ago.
That's a long time. That's a long time ago.
If you hop up and fly a little ways, there's another sign on here that says richest man on the server in diamonds.
Oh my gosh. No way. No way. Because some of these could be pulled from the resource map, though. But
they could be. That is true. But that still means he had to mine them.
Oh my gosh.
So
that's just a lot.
It is hollow on the inside.
Oh.
So it's not quite here, I'll bring you in here.
Okay.
So it is hollow on the inside, but that's still a lot of diamond blocks.
Why is this weird coloring effect here? Oh, there it goes. I was like, whoa, that's a weird effect, but wow.
So it is, I mean, yeah, it's not, like a solid block of,
but still a lot
of diamonds, but it's still a lot of diamonds.
People are calling hacks already. They're like, this hacks. Hacks. Very cool though. Nice, Joe. Well, very, very well done. You'll soon have to give all this up and start over, but no doubt you'll if you've been on the server for over a few millennia, then or a long time, 10, 12.
Yeah.
Please come on by. So, what do we got
for about 1,000 years? Apparently.
Yeah.
So this is Grad Rocks.
Hey, Grad Rock.
And I think we've actually showcased his stuff before, like in full showcases.
Yeah.
And this appears to be a mostly automated farm area. You can see he's got cactus. No, what is he farming here?
Cacti?
I can't tell. It might be cactus. Yeah, that is cactus. That's Cactus Farm. He's got everybody's cocoa bean farm over here next to it. Sugarcane next door. He obviously has something up above, probably a mob spawner up above or something like that up above, because he's got the drop and droppers down below. And he's even using a cart-based system to move everything around.
Very smart.
Which is pretty cool.
And look at the sorting system. Look at this. This is just...
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So, very nice.
That is pretty cool.
Great job, Grad Rock. Let's move on.
All right. So let's see.
Look at that sorting system. Look at that. That is just so crazy. That is nutso.
So this is Grim Reapers, and if you fly up, I'm actually not sure.
Where are we?
I think we're in the end.
We're in the end.
I don't know where we are.
What the? I'm confused.
Yeah, we are in the end. This is an Enderman farm.
So we're in the
very
end.
large one. Here, I'll bring you up to where I am.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so this is a fairly large Enderman farm. Fair statement. This is Grim Reaper's build, and he is one of our mods. So there's no guarantees this wasn't done in creative. Or wasn't done partially in creative. At least I'm not 100% certain on it. I don't doubt that this was done in survival, but oh man, it just keeps going. Just go up. go up through the hole in the ceiling, and it just keeps on going.
Yeah. Oh my goodness! Wow.
So,
wow.
So yeah, that's pretty big.
Okay, let's move on. Wow, that is just huge.
So this next one, this is Joel Logan. A few people have asked something about our, I said we said earlier we were doing them in alphabetical order. We are. If you've set your name, if you've changed your nick, though, you may show up in a different spot, which is why we may not have hit you yet. So this is Joel Logan.
Okay.
This is actually kind of cool.
Wow.
If you fly back a little ways,
this is the Tower of Logan. That's what it's called.
Yeah, it is a big tower too.
I'm still zooming back. Still zooming.
That's a lot.
Still zooming.
A lot of stone brick.
Still zooming. There. Wait.
Yeah.
Hold on. Is it still? Is it just not drawn in up here? Nope. Yeah. It's still.
Yep, it's still going.
I can't get it in frame. It's so big. I can't get it in frame.
Of stone brick in here. That is sort of ridiculous.
Wow. That is amazing.
Yeah. The more stuff we see on the server, the more builds we see people put together. It's really amazing. I just am floored by it every time. Although I see a build like this, and I wonder how many times he fell off this tower while building it.
Jeez. Wow. That is amazing.
I know I would.
Yeah. Well, very nice job, Logan. Very good. Wow. Let's move on.
Wow. Where are we here? So this is Killer Puffin's build, and he's looking up, and I think we're supposed to look up too.
Killer Puffin 23. Very nice.
Killer Puffin 23. Pretty cool build here. It
looks like it might be mostly underground.
I think it's mostly underground. I think it's a mine area where he actually dug out a pretty big chunk, which is definitely cool. And you can see some nice water flowing down the side.
I like the stair steps, and yeah, he just keeps
I really
going.
like the look of the stairs. It's a cool build.
Wow, a lot of time, a lot of time and energy involved here. Very nice. All right, yeah, definitely the vines are a very nice touch, and it just keeps going. Don't have time to make it to the bottom. Oh wait, I just did. I think.
Yeah.
Did I? Yep, I'm at the bottom. So, all right, Joe, what's next?
So the next one, this was a special request made by Maldek to show off Kook's jungle fortress.
Oh, I remember him working on this.
Yeah.
So he did eventually finish it.
Well, I don't know that he's finished it, but I know that it's at least partially done. And you can see there's a wall that actually goes all the way around it. And in the middle is a castle that is looks like it's under siege. Parts of it have been destroyed and knocked out. As you fly around, you can get a better view of it.
You got the villagers who live there. Oh, wow. Look at that.
A pretty cool build. Nice, really good creativity. And he is in a jungle biome for the most part, which is appropriate. I mean, it does. He's actually got a tree growing inside of it, which I think is pretty cool.
Wow. Great creation, man. Awesome. Looks great. I love the villagers and the little shop set up there and the big listen, this is like the big gate here that obviously, that's awesome. So, all right. Who we got next?
All right. So next is Mardi Gras 76. I didn't actually say his name until just now and didn't get the pun. So Mardi Gras 76.
You get it, Joe?
Mardi Gras.
You like New Orleans?
Party and
yeah. You get
Mardi
it now?
Gras,
you get it?
Happens. Yeah, I got it now.
Okay, very good.
Anyway, so this is his build. He's got a cool lighthouse tower behind us and some
I
nice
see the mine carts that go everywhere. I love mine
carts going all over the place. When I teleported in at first, he was actually busy taming the wolves that are all around him. Lots of hearts flying out of them, which is always funny to watch.
And then this big tower that comes way up here. We'll spy up here real quick, see what we got in here. And looks like just another little area to live in and stuff. Very, very nice. As the sun sets over season 2. Very good. All right, Joe, what do we got next?
So this is Mass Specialist.
Mass Specialist.
Yes.
Obviously in a snowy biome.
Yeah, he's in a snowy biome, and I think he's actually standing right in front of his house. And I actually, these are the kind of the actual kind of builds I really do like is these nice little houses. They're not the grandiose builds are really, really amazing. But you had a compass in your hand when you had to go through that.
Yeah, I did.
But these kind of builds, I think, are equally cool, and they can show a lot of creativity and a lot of really, really cool work. So
Very nice.
Scarecrow is telling me I missed Lucky Clover, but she changed her name, which means she's further down on the list. But we will get there as long as she doesn't leave. So this is who did I say? Math Specialist. So let me see who's next. Oh, this one works. McKenzak, yes. And he is also in a tree fort. I don't know if this is the same one we were in before, but he was looking over at these Metasploit towers. I think he was, this is his tree fort, though, which is really cool. I like that he actually has, you can see the walkways between the trees are actually arched.
Yeah, but not only that, look at this tree here. It's got this like arch at the bottom, like 3 feet, like a tripod almost. It's got these gaps here, and then it goes up. So obviously this is not a real tree. It was just kind of constructed as a tree, and I think it's great. I think it was, yes, looks awesome. I think we've done this before as a showcase, if I remember right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did. But yeah, definitely a cool one. But that was so that's McKenzak's cool forest. I'm pretty sure, like I said, we've done that as a bigger feature, and it is definitely a cool build. This is Mining Wesmo or Mining Wesmo?
Mining Wesmo.
Wesmo? I don't know. I'm terrible at pronouncing some of the names.
Potato.
Yes, Mining Potato.
Potato.
A cool tower, brick stone tower, with a farm behind it. If you turn around, you'll actually see a really cool looking farm behind it and some other cool buildings around here. So nice, actually a pretty big plot. This is a fair bit of space he's got, and all these candles or all these torches everywhere, lighting it up, keeping it nice and lit. And he's even got a few beacons over here in the corner, which I
like the grid he set up too with all his torches, so it just has a nice uniform look to him. And the beacons look great.
Very, very consistent. Yeah,
I like the farms. What's this? He's got a little bit of a. He's got a farm. Looks like over here. Oh, yep. He's got an. Look at all these chickens. Look at all these guys. Chickens.
That's a fair number of chickens.
That's a lot of chickens. All right. Well, and
they'll make good.
Some mushrooms. Lots of mushroom trees. All right, Joe. What's next?
Let's see. I'm trying to go through people who actually have a build. Hey, I found one. Look at this. Bunch of people are still hanging out at Spawn Manor. If I get to you and you're at Spawn Manor, it's too bad.
We got to move on.
So this is Pumpkin Man and perhaps Sky Traveler. I don't know. We may be back here. But yeah, Pumpkin Man. This is actually claimed by Sky Traveler, but still a cool looking area. Obviously, farm stuff going on and a nice house right in the middle of it. Yeah, I love the way people do things in around here and how they this guy has a bunch of.
I like the item frames to make this torch holder kind of a thing.
Oh yeah, I've actually seen that trick before, and it is a really, really cool one. With it looks like the torches are actually in sconces on the wall.
But it's not. It's just basically a half slab in a frame, right?
Right, it's an item frame on top of a torch with a block in the item frame. It's a fantastic effect, and I really, really do like it.
Yes, that is awesome. Great look here.
Who is this? Pumpkin Man. And,
well, we got Pumpkin Man and Sky Traveler 2012 both here. They both worked on this together.
Yes.
I love the combination builds. That's so freaking cool. That is awesome. That is great stuff, you guys. Nice job.
Yeah, definitely. Really, really cool. So this next one, this is Rapnit. He is also one of our mods. So I don't know how much of this is done in survival or creative. I sort of suspect, knowing Rapnit, most of this, in fact, I'm going to say all of this was done in creative.
Rapnit.
Which is,
Rapnit.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Or no, I'm sorry. Done in survival. Did I say creative?
You did.
I did. I meant most of it is done in survival. Yeah, okay. He even says, he said in survival. So, sorry, I misspoke. I meant knowing Rapnit. This was all done in survival.
Wow.
I keep mixing this.
Right. Very cool.
Don't mind me.
Wow, this is awesome. All right. Got to keep going through this.
Yeah,
we got a lot of people.
Look up. You didn't even see the emerald tree.
Oh, I did see the tree.
So I think that's really cool. So let's see.
That's a lot of
the
emerald.
Next guy that I'm trying to teleport to is not here. Let's see what he's got. Yeah. So here we've got another. Oh, he's. This is fantastic. He's actually working on it right now as we got here.
Too late.
Is RV Strickland. He's putting blocks in right now. He's going, hey, no, wait, stop. Come back later. Well, too bad.
Yeah. No, I'm busy. I'm busy.
AK Border, who we checked out earlier, is saying that RV Strickland is a new player as of last week. So
oh my gosh.
Just a week, which is pretty impressive.
He's gathered all the wood materials. Look at all these redstone blocks. That's a lot of redstone.
That's a lot of redstone. Yeah.
Wow.
Definitely.
And you know one thing? Not only it's a nice storage area, but it looks nice too. You know, it just looks.
Oh,
great.
it does. Yeah.
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 So,
about 1 week. Yeah. Pretty impressive.
Not bad. 1 week.
So next up we have Satan's Angel. 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 Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong, but
probably
that's okay. That's part of the joke. This is their build.
Looks like snow. A lot of snow.
Yeah,
snow
it looks like it's right on the edge of a snow biome. Actually nice, cool detail. I like the open frame house.
I love that too.
And
it looks
all
great.
The glass. Yeah, it looks really, really nice.
Very pretty.
You know, the more I wander around here, the more I'm like, you know what, I'm going to have to load up this map and just like explore it. Because I haven't done nearly enough of that.
Wow.
And you know what? If you fly up a little bit and look down at the ground, especially the backyard area, look at all the pumpkins embedded in the ground.
Oh yeah. Yeah, look at that.
That's kind of weird, isn't it?
Wow.
Anyway, so that's Satan's Angel.
Satan's Angel.
I'm sure it's supposed to be Angel, but that's
okay.
This next one is Scarecrow BSG. He's I'm actually not sure. I've really noticed him recently on the server.
Okay.
And so I'm not sure how long he's been on the server, but I know that he's been around a lot recently, and I think this is a fantastic build. We actually did this as a showcase not that long ago.
Yep. Look at this. Just wow. That's all I'm saying. Just wow. Wow.
So yeah, like I said, we did this. I mean, it was a showcase, and it was deserving of an entire showcase on its own because it is a really, really cool build. This next one is one that I knew about, and we haven't done it as a showcase yet, and it should be on the list because it's big. This is Taka Akai's, and
there's Taka. Say hi to Taka's trying to follow you. I'm just gonna.
Yeah. Well, I'm flying. So
wearing like some sort of headset or something.
It's kind of a cool skin he's got.
Wow.
If it's
a pyramid.
You know what it is?
It's like the Luxor.
Giant pyramid. And you know what? I was just gonna say it reminds me a lot of the Luxor because it has that sort of ridiculousness scale going for it. And
I mean, this is huge.
It is huge. Yeah.
This is huge.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm so far away. It's like it hasn't drawn in everything yet.
Yeah. I've actually been in this once before, and yeah, I was like, why is this not a showcase yet? This should be a showcase. Definitely should be a showcase.
Wow. Totally wow.
So yeah, and you know what? I actually don't know what it looks like from the outside. I assume it looks like a giant pyramid from the outside. I'm just guessing on that one.
Totally amazing.
But a lot of time went into that. So
wow.
Okay, so that's Taka Akai. Taka Akai says this is 1-to-1. I don't know 1-to-1
ratio.
What?
Yeah.
Maybe it's the size of the Great Pyramid.
Could be.
I'm just saying that might be.
I mean,
I could certainly see that as being possible.
I mean, look at this.
I've never seen the Great Pyramid.
Look at the scope. This is just such a scope. Wow. I'm sorry. That's just nuts. That's just nuts.
Yeah.
You could see it from space. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So this next one, this is not Mass Specialist. We already did him. This is Thunder Up 89.
Thunder Up,
Mass Specialist is here with him. I'm going to reset it back today.
Okay.
Yeah, this is kind of a cool build. He's got this big open area off one side. I think he's trying to build a giant farm is what it looks like to me.
Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. And then you have this
big field. Yeah, it's all tilled, and he's only got potatoes and parsley.
I just love the fact, like, from space, you can't even tell there's something here. And then all of a sudden, if you go down, it's a huge building and complex of stuff inside. I mean, going inside here, I just want to take a quick spy. Look at this. Organization. You got some records over there. I'm just going to keep going here. Some nice paintings. Look at that. Very nice. But you can't even tell. You can't even tell until you're inside. So very nicely well done. Let's move on next, Joe.
All right. So let me. I'm trying to stay one or two ahead. So I'm gonna guess. Yes, this is definitely a build. All right. That's
just amazing.
So this is Treblux.
Treblux.
And yeah, a cool house with some really awesome looking fountains in the front.
Oh, that is neat. So he used lapis and looks like some glass blocks to kind of give this effect that
I think those are ice blocks.
Are those ice blocks? Wow, okay.
I don't know. Middle click on one. See what it says. You don't have your GUI up.
No, I don't. It's ice.
Yeah, those are ice blocks. Yeah.
Yep.
So that's this is Treblux, and he's got a nice house. It's been a couple minutes just looking around it while I move some names around.
I like the border of his house with torches there. It looks very, very nice. Very, very clean. I like that. I'm gonna jump in here real quick and just spy inside here. And yeah, he's just looks like he was just getting started, perhaps. And he's got this shell of a house, and still very nice.
Yeah, definitely
very, very cool. Love the look.
I really like the fountains in the front. I've always liked that spiral style. Oh, and I don't know if that's his build or not next door.
That one.
If you have a stick, you can find out. But
yeah.
we did feature that. That's a giant wood tower.
That's Treblux as well.
It is. So it goes all the way from bedrock all the way up to sky. That is a very large tower and a large cavity that he has excavated around it too. So definitely cool. So that's Treblux. We're coming over here to T-Rex 0630.
Okay.
T-Rex 630.
Yep. 0630. Yep. And what's it say here? Probably the poorest man on the server. But remember, you get in what you put out of it. You might be the poorest man on the server, but you have one of the tallest building points and a great view. So I don't know.
That is true. This is a really fantastic view from up here.
I mean, look at this. You can see the roads from down there. These great paths. And
as they say, location is everything, right?
Wow, this is a nice location.
Most important things in realty is location.
He's right on the edge of a snowy biome, and I think this looks great. I don't think there's anything bad about this location at all, man.
Yeah, I think that's really cool.
Wow, very cool.
Let's see, we're sort of okay. Here we go. All right, this is Zinus HD.
Hold on, we should read this real quick. Here's Zinus HD.
Zinnias?
Zinnias?
Yeah. I don't know. I'll be corrected, I'm sure.
So
send a video.
It says here, Grim dropped me in the ocean because I asked for water.
So I think what happened is
let me zoom back so you guys can see.
Had a build going, and he said to Grim, "Hey, I want to be in a spot near water or on water." And Grim said, "Hey, look, an island in the middle of nowhere."
Oh my god!
Knock yourself out.
Wow, look at this. He's literally out in the middle of the ocean.
Yes.
Oh, geez, poor guy.
But hey, you know what? It just shows you got to make what make
do with what
you're forced to have by a mod.
Wow. Okay.
So definitely cool. And I know we joke about the fact that he got dumped out here, but of course, on the server you can always
Zombie Pigment's right. Be careful. He is an agent.
You can always do /spawn and get back to spawn manner.
Mr. Anderson. Sorry. All right. Very nice, man. Very well done. Very well done with what you got.
So let's see. Next on the list is, I can't tell if he's looking at what we're supposed to look at or looking at. So this is Yeti 6011.
Yep.
And I think the building. All of these buildings?
Yeah, we saw this. Yeah, we saw.
Yes.
Yeah, we saw this in the.
Oh, that's right. We did a showcase on this. He's got the office buildings and the.
This is the underground here. He's got the underground, which is right next to the Yeti Arena.
Oh yeah, that's right, Yeti Arena.
And then he's got some streets here. I loved it.
A cool area.
Remember this?
Really
the
cool
0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you could see it from space. Yeah, I remember this complex. This is one of those early ones. This is at the North Spawn area.
Yes, and we did do a showcase on it, but I'm sure it's expanded since then quite a bit. It is a really cool build, though.
I think it's great. Nice job, man.
Yeah. So next on the list is
I love the complex.
Another build that I think is fantastic, and I can't remember if we showcased it or not, but we sure should have. This is Zombie Pigmans. Oh
my gosh.
Egypt, which we did showcase this because it has the roller coaster puzzle thing in it. I think this is fantastic. I love the sphinxes. And the you can see in the background is another pyramid. Something about Minecraft really lends itself to having pyramids.
Totally.
Actually 3 pyramids.
Yeah.
But yeah, really nice name, or a really nice build. Really creative, really cool look. I mean, this is the sphinxes are practically sculpted. I'm always amazed when I see stuff like this.
Wow. Look at this. This is just beautiful. Great job. I know we're spending a little longer than we should on this, but wow. Just wow. And it's like perfectly lined up too. I mean, it's just like the lines are perfect. The sphinxes are perfect. Wow. Very, very nice. Awesome job. Oh yeah, he's saying that's a water ride. We have to go through it. Well, we don't have time on this, but
we don't have time right now, but we will definitely go through it at some point.
Oh, this is so cool.
I think I went through part of it and got stuck or got lost or failed. Or
incredible. Incredible stuff.
Really cool.
Very nice. What do we got next?
So the next one is, remember how I said that if you had your name changed in the server, you're going to end up at the end of the list? Oh. Well, here's the beginning of the end of the list. This is Aggles. He is one of the mods on the server, but this is... there's that running joke. Aggles tends to aggle things.
Well, that's Aggles, it. Let's move on.
So this obviously must be his throne room, which I'm guessing is just a very, very small section of what is probably a massively huge
showing
build
off
that was done entirely in survival, which is very typical for Aggles. Although
one of the things
this is all administrator claims, so maybe was done in at least partially in creative.
Yeah,
so
I'm
really not certain.
We do strongly encourage our moderators, and I know some of you guys are gonna be like, "Well, that's just not fair." We strongly one of the things is moderators are not to be using creative for personal projects because it sets off a bad impression, and it's one of those things where he might have just used admin claims on it. So I don't know, but still incredible. Just incredible. Look at this.
Still really, really cool build. And we talk about it. Aggles actually built the new spawn area for the new map when we get over to that.
Yeah, he definitely aggled that area.
Yeah. So the next person on the list is Chase. We're just going to skip right past that one.
Thank you.
Because we all know what he built. Oh, here, this one should be a favorite for you. This was done by DaVinci Virus. I don't know if you remember DaVinci Virus. Talk about a name blast from the past. But this is his build actually in the new map. He sort of threw this together really quickly, I think.
Wow. Yeah, I remember we saw this.
It's a squid. I was kind of hoping it was going to be a ghast.
Hey, look look at all these mobs that are here to check it out. That's so cool.
Look at them all lighting on fire. That's terrible. What does the sign say in the front? I don't know how to say I'm back, so I got how I'm back, so I got new ink. Some new ink. I'm not sure. I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah. All right.
Let me find out who the next one is. Oh, oops, missed. All right. So next I have his in-game name is actually Jose042, and This is his build, and he also is one of our Patreons, even though it doesn't show on his name because the server admin is a slacker and hasn't fixed it.
Yeah, I wonder who that could be. All right, let's go on.
I don't know. What a slacker.
Yes, slacker.
But he has if you saw our little feature on the creative map, on the plots map last week, you will recognize this particular building, which is, of course, a TARDIS, only he built a much smaller one, or much larger one, rather, in the creative map.
But here's the thing, though, about the TARDIS, though, is if we go inside, Joe, isn't it bigger inside?
It should be bigger on the inside.
All right, so let's test that theory real quick here. Let me go inside.
Let's see. How are you going to get inside?
Where's the doors?
I don't think there's a door. Oh, wait.
No.
For killing Enderman. No.
I'm inside.
Do anything. Hey, did you use a compass to get inside?
Yeah, I did. It doesn't seem very big inside.
Well, we'll have to work on those goofy physics.
Yeah, fair enough. But very nice, Joel, and thank you for being a Patreon.
Jose.
Or Jose, sorry.
Jose 42042. Next up is let's see. Yes, this did work. Okay, cool. These people with different nicks are harder. So this is Hothead 2001's build, and wow, that is a big tower on the outside.
Oh, wait, he's got some signs here. Oh, these are...
He does have a whole bunch of signs, yeah.
To thank all the mods.
Wall of mods.
Yep. Oh, the wall of mods.
Yeah.
Wow. The wall of mods.
And the wall of admins on the other side behind.
Oh, very nice.
But outside is, I think, what you might call the main attraction.
Wow.
It does appear to be a fairly large tower with glass up on top. Man, who would want to try jumping across all these?
What's the sign say? Exit?
Exit. So I sort of suspect if you drop down this, yep.
Yeah, but the thing is, you'd have to parkour.
Yeah, all the way up there.
Ow, splat.
Oh, and you would have splatted.
I would have died, yeah. Very.
So
that's
let's see. Next up
oh, wait, don't forget the
is...
pagoda. Check out the pagoda real quick. Look at that. That looks great.
That is really cool.
Very nice.
And I'm going to, you know what? Forget it. We're not switching to the new map. We're just going to explore this map for another couple of months.
Jeez.
So this next one is Lucky Clover. She complained earlier that we skipped right past her, but obviously she was wrong. And this is a giant block from the outside. Look at that.
But inside, it's Super Mario World.
It says coming soon, Super Mario World.
Oh my gosh. And there's Princess
Holy
Peach.
Smokes.
There's my goodness. There's a flower that is Yoshi.
There's a black Yoshi.
A black Yoshi. And then we got Mario over here. This is not copyright infringement whatsoever, Nintendo, even though it may look close. This
is parody. This is parody. The
right.
colors are not quite perfect. That's
yeah, no, it's I mean, no. And look, these is Mario and Luigi at the end of the levels. You know, they how would they do that little peace sign thing.
Okay, wait. Are you okay? I'm gonna bring you down here real quick, and we're gonna see what this does.
Oh, that's so cool.
Try it again.
Let me turn it up.
That's pretty close.
Let me turn it up one more time. I got it up the max.
One more time. Okay.
Go for it.
Okay, ready?
Yep. Oh, too cool.
You know, it's not perfect, but I like it.
I love pixel art too, and you know that took some time. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm totally amazed. And I like the pixel art because then you get this like 3D depth effect. Like,
yeah.
All right, let's move on.
All right. So next up, we've got Darth Crafts, and this yeah. This one sort of speaks for itself. Once you get up high enough, you'll recognize it. We've been here before. Everybody knows it. It is the most famous part of the server.
Oh boy, yeah,
it is Bronyville.
Yeah.
Which I mean, you know what? It's kind of strange.
It's hard to soak it all in.
Yeah, but you know what? Props to him because he did actually build this.
Hey, I like the rose bush or the bushes here.
Yeah, they did actually build this all in survival mode, which is pretty impressive. So whether you like bronies or not, whether you agree with that whole idea or not, you got to admit the build is impressive.
Yeah,
so.
No, totally. And I love the vibrant colors and the creativity and just the wow.
Yeah.
Wow, a lot of wow.
A lot of wow. It is an impressive build. Yeah.
Yep. Wow. All right.
All right. So next up, this is Sky Traveler 2012's, and he look at this. He even put out a little sign.
Oh, I put a sign. Thanks, Chase and Joe. Oh, no problem.
See, he's got. I think it's a underwater house.
Is it underwater?
No, it's not all underwater. He's just got water in the ceiling.
I love the usage of iron in the
you might
blocks
have that checked
here.
into. Yeah. He has a mushroom farm down one side.
Yep. There's the mushrooms growing.
Cool. So he actually went outside. Let's follow him and see what it looks like from the outside. Oh, he's got a little bit of a mushroom pen out here and a regular cow pen. Definitely some cool builds. Nice big tree over here. Nice big jungle tree. And and he has an iron farm. Look at that. He's got an iron farm going modeled. It looks very similar. I feel like we've maybe talked about an iron farm with a very similar design on I don't know, some episode some while ago now. Anyway, so this was Sky Travelers.
Okay.
I've only got a couple more left. Let's see. I think this is going to be our last one.
Okay.
And this is I teleported the wrong way. Okay.
Wait.
Teleported back to you. It will do no good. This is Zeverith. Zeverith.
Poor Zeverith. He's like, I got a name with a Z, and I'm last.
So this is another house. A pretty cool looking thing. I think he's just excited to have us here.
Yeah. Totally.
And it does look like he has he has our Minecon exclusive armor. Remember we gave out tags that had how to gain free or exclusive armor if you saw us at Minecon.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
So I think he's trying to get us to go outside.
Okay.
Which you may have to use a.
I just went through.
Just use that. Yeah.
Welcome to my nightmare.
Okay. Well, he's built it. Oh wow! Fly back here. He's got it all built into a cliff.
Oh my
goodness! If you
goodness.
look up above, he's got some really cool stuff going on up above. A cathedral up here, and
wow!
You know what? Every time I think, oh, it's a small house, but it's like no, it's much bigger than that. Really, really cool. Yeah, and I don't know how much of this is his and how much of this is neighbors, but it's awesome. Really, really cool.
Incredible.
I love
stuff.
this. I think this is really fantastic.
Well,
so that's everybody who's in the server right now who had a build or was at a build.
So what I'm going to do,
unfortunately, if you were here and we didn't stop by and check out what you had, it means you were either at Spawn Manor or you left before we got to you, or you weren't here when we started.
So if you weren't at the beginning, we apologize. But here's a list of all the people, some of them who I've left, that were on our final show of season 2 of our survival server. Just beautiful stuff. Really no purpose to give out EXP because it won't be transferable to the new world. But I definitely want to say a big thanks. I mean, you guys really just incredible work. Incredible stuff, and that just really is a taste of what's out there. It's just amazing. Just amazing stuff. All right, well, the last thing we're going to do, of course, we promise to do this on every single episode of the show, and that is the questions and answers. And we have a video question, and remember, when you have a video question, you get right to the head of the line, and let me go ahead and rewind it back, get it ready. Make sure the volume is there and hit play, and here we go.
Breaking news.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at Wait, did that say Windows Media Player?
Yes, it did. What's wrong? I just reinstalled
you
VLC.
know about...
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I know. I just reinstalled it. For some reason, and there's a long story. Here it is again. Here we go.
News. Detective Detective Jackhead45 has found more evidence in the case of Chase Nunes' cheating in the 2014 Minecraft Summer Sochi Olympics. Jackhead45 says that if you listen quietly enough, you can hear the faint tapping of the spacebar right before Chase Nunes starts flying. P.S. If you didn't have the link on the system that you were running, then how are you able to open the link to the video in episode 121? Can we trust Chase Nunes?
Oh, man. Wow. I
love that dig right at the end. Can we trust Chase Nunes?
Well, here's the thing. What he doesn't realize is, I look at all the videos before putting them on the air. And if you couldn't trust me, why would I put a video like that on the air against myself?
So you'll admit then that you flew over that barrier when the TNT didn't pop you over?
Honestly, I don't remember what happened. I don't know. All I know is we were all having fun. We had a good show. If you want me to give back my gold medal, I will, I guess, but I really don't remember. If that makes everybody feel better, makes people feel more secure with what I'm trying to do, then it is what it is. I apologize, you guys. I really do. I just feel terrible. So I'm sorry. I really do. I'm sorry if you feel that I've let all you guys down. I'm sorry. Let's move on to some emails, please.
All right.
First email comes into the show. There's two parts. The part for us personally, privately, and a part that's not private. ProSlaws writes into the show and says, hey, I really like the new world, the Welcome Center, the Texture Museum, and the Spawn Center you showed off in episode 122. It's truly amazing what Mojang has been able to do with world generation. On a side note, as a Patreon, one thing that both my daughter, Peyton025, and I would really, really like to see explored and maybe a financial goal set for would be a Patreon Feed the Beast server, for which I would really urge you to utilize the latest Direwolf 20 pack, as there are many really good YouTube tutorials for this pack done by him through his Let's Play series. I happen to know that this is part of my message is just about the right length because I timed it while reading in my best imitation of Chase's voice. Thank you. So, Joe, now this is something that I would have to talk to Joe about because obviously Joe's our server administrator, and maybe this is something we can kind of put a Patreon perk in there if we need to maybe boost the Patreon. I don't know. I mean, Joe, what do you think about a Feed the Beast Patreon server?
Well, so the big hesitation to doing a public Feed the Beast server has historically been the issue of griefing. And
yes,
the big thing with Feed the Beast is, and I know we've talked about this before, we use grief prevention on the main server. We can use grief prevention with somebody actually emailed and said, hey, there are other servers that use grief prevention on Feed the Beast. It does work, but in order to fully protect a claim, you have to disable a whole bunch of Feed the Beast stuff, which basically means it's not Feed the Beast anymore. So you have to disable a few mods related to it, which I don't think is necessarily the way. I mean, maybe there are people who are willing to play that way, but it's not necessarily the optimal way to do it. The idea, though, of doing we've talked about it, the idea of doing a private or an invite only, see, it's a whitelisted, you have to be on the whitelist in order to get in the Feed the Beast server. That is more approachable because if you're limiting who has access to it, the problems of griefers goes way, way, way down. So I could see that as being a distinct possibility. It would have to be limited in terms of how many people it could support. We couldn't have a huge group of people on it all at the same time because Feed the Beast does take a lot more server overhead than regular vanilla Minecraft does. So yeah. I don't think it's outside the realm of possibility. You know what? If more people like this idea, if more people really would like this, email us and say that, make sure you say that you'd like it and that you would be willing to support it for a Feed the Beast server, because the more people we get who are willing to go there and would be enjoyable or would enjoy using that server, playing on that server, the more likely we're going to be able to get that done.
It's just hard work. It's hard work to implement.
It is a lot more time-wise work setting it up, and then also it's more server overhead. Remember, we're still trying to get to the point where we're paying for the servers. Much less talking about potentially increasing a capacity on a server to run a Feed the Beast server as well.
Totally.
So I'm not, like I said, I'm not opposed to it at all. I just want to make sure that we have enough support behind it to really support. Support it.
If you feel that you would support, and when we say support, as in financially support a Feed the Beast server, please let us know. Send us emails, minecraftme@geekgamer.tv, and if we get a lot of demand for it, we'll make it happen. Or you can actually let us know on our Patreon page. There's actually a comment system in there. Let us know on the Patreon page as well. Mr. Buzz writes in and says, hey, can't wait for the new map. Do you think Joe could give us a sneak peek at dim map of the Season 3 map before anyone starts claiming bits, just so we can get a lay of the land? Well, we're not going to post a dim map link for everybody can take a look, but I'm going to do this for you guys. I'm going to do this. There it is. There it was. No, I'm kidding.
Wow. Okay.
I'm kidding, you guys. So here is the DIN map of. I'm not going to zoom in any farther. Okay. I'm
turn off the admin claims though.
Oh,
you got the claim.
Grief. There we go.
There you go. Yeah.
All right.
So what you're looking at there is the little globe is the spawn point
right here.
That big thing off to the right is AT&T Park. Just to give you an idea of the scale.
I'm gonna zoom it in.
You're gonna zoom in a little bit. Okay.
I'll zoom in. I'll be nice.
So there you go.
Yeah.
So there you go.
So there's the spawn. There's AT&T Park, which I love, right on the water. I love that. It's so freaking cool because it's just so cool.
It worked out pretty good being right there. Yeah.
That I had a feeling that's where I wanted to be, and that's great. So. But yeah, here this is the DIN map of the area, and I'm just going to take it north. As you can see, you can go pretty far north until you hit the border.
There's a lot of deserts,
right.
and you can see we kind of slid past some mesa biome there. That's the red brick. Now some of the mesa biomes, I will say, we did put a claim around some of those areas because we want to preserve them as, I don't know if you want to call them nature preserves or whatever, but there are definitely areas that are somewhat restricted that you won't be able to claim into, just because we don't want people going in there and stripping all of the clay out.
Totally. Yeah. So there you go. There's a special sneak peek DIN map of the server. Got a couple of more messages to get through here. A little bit longer edition of Minecraft Me, but I know you guys love that. Hey, Joe and Chase, super excited about the map change. And while you were talking about the way claim blocks will work, I thought of a question. How do you give other players, like my friends, permission to use my claim area? It's real simple, right, Joe? It's just a kind of a share, right? You're just our trust.
Yeah, there's
a trust.
It's a /. There's different levels of trust. Doing /trust, and then a player name gives that person full access to everything on your claim. That means they can build on it, they can destroy on it. They actually can open chests and close chests. They can anything they want. Anything. It's the same as if you were on your own claim. You can do full interaction with it. There's other levels though. Container trust and access trust. Container trust allows them to open up chests, which is a good thing if you're trying to share materials back and forth, that sort of thing. But it doesn't allow them to build anything. And access trust allows them to use redstone, push buttons, throw levers, stuff like that.
Message coming in from Australia, New Zealand. Hey, Joe and Chase, as you record the show in New Zealand, in Australia, it's Anzac Day. So I hope you would tell the community. Also, new map, yay! Thanks for what you guys do, and I bet everyone is appreciative of your hard work. Keep digging. Yes, happy Anzac Day. It's kind of like our Memorial Day here in the United States, so it's a Remembrance Day. And so, no doubt, they are celebrating soldiers there down in New Zealand and Australia. Ryan writes in and says, hey, I was watching the show in my office this morning, and I was getting things together for a board meeting, and had the realization that every time Chase welcomes Joe and asks how he's doing, Joe's response is always, yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. Fast forward to the meeting as I'm shaking hands. Every time someone asked me how I was doing, I immediately responded with, pretty good. Pretty good. Shoulder shrug included, just to see if there were any AAP PR members who liked to show in my area. Sadly, there was none. Sorry for so long. Keep on digging. Thank you so much. And here is another question. Hey, this came in from PC Tepham. Hey, Joe and Chase, I donated $15 and I'd like to know if $5 of that can be from my daughter, Sir Diggs-a-Lot. She wants to give up $5 of her chore money. Thanks again from the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania area, PC Tepham. Basically, PC, once those things go through, when we send out that survey, I'm going to add a special section to that survey for any special notes, requests, or instructions. We'll try to come through on that, and for something like that, shouldn't be a problem. So don't worry about that.
Shouldn't be a problem. The biggest thing is we have to know about it.
Right, exactly.
If you want something to happen and you don't tell us, then no.
Yeah. New. I want to remind all you guys, if you want to send in your questions, please do so. MinecraftMe at GeekGamer.tv. We go through questions every single week on the show. If you have a video question, you get right to the front of the line. And if not, that's completely okay. We always take your written questions. One of the things we do take, and I think is just freaking awesome, is art, if you will. This was sent in by Makota. Let me show this here off on the show. This was I'm a geek. He blacked out the not part, so it's like I'm a geek, I'm a gamer, geek gamer. Very, very cool. If you have any neat art and stuff you want to show off on the show, you can also email that into the show as well. But yes, please send in your questions. We love them, and we take them every single episode. I want to remind all you guys who check out the show, if you want to know, say, hey, I missed an episode, and I want to catch up on some back ones, and you want to watch them without any ads or interruptions, and you want to just watch them on your phone, you can watch them anywhere, head over to GeekGamer.tv. There, you can hit on the shows button there at the top, go all the way down where it says Minecraft Me, click on that, and it'll take you to the Minecraft Me show page. This is where you can find all the different subscribe options. You can subscribe on iTunes. If you have Windows Phone, an Android device, a BlackBerry, or anything really that connects to the internet, you can grab these RSS feeds and check it out there. We also have a YouTube channel. And this is where you find out our pub server information. You can fill out a form for the server showcase. If you want to build your very own custom skin for your character, we have a skin craft builder. All that and much more. Check it out on our website at geekgamer.tv. As a reminder, for those who are watching us live right now, the server will be going down very, very shortly after the conclusion of this show. And the next time it comes up, we'll be on our brand new Season 3 map. And don't worry, we'll be posting all the information for you if you want to be able to download the map for your own personal use, minus AT&T Park, of course, and check it out on your own world. But we will have it available for you to go into and explore in creative mode. You can't build. Yep. You'll just be able to fly around and just check out all those awesome stuff and creations that we showed off today, and maybe you'll find some new ones on your own. So that'd be very, very cool.
So there is one, speaking of awesome things, after we got through with everything, everybody started yelling, hey, you skipped so-and-so. Actually, PC Tepham, because his name was...
Oh.
Anyway, if you have a second, it is a really cool build and something we really should check out.
Oh, really? Okay. Well,
yes.
I have to back the truck up now because that's
it happens.
I'm out of order here. I've already closed off my Minecraft. I'm shutting down systems. I'm already it's already done. But all right, let me go ahead and pull it up here. Just be a moment to kind of get in here and double click on that. All right, I am in the server, Joe. Bring me over.
So this is PC Tepham's build, and it is quite large.
And it says show mine at night, please.
He does say show mine at night, and he's got a clock tower up above. If you fly up, you can actually see the clock tower up at the very top. But he also says we need to go inside. I actually haven't been inside yet, so I don't know what's inside. He does say it's the Geek Gamer Hotel.
I don't edit. This is not going to be edited. This is going into the show right here. I mean, we do this show live, man. This is live.
Yeah.
No edit.
This is
no edit. But
so I'm going to bring you inside to where I am, so you can have an idea of what he actually wants to see, because this is actually really cool.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
So he has the geek. You can see he's got the Geek Gamer logo over on the wall, and he's got some cool pixel art that looks like he was in the process of building Finished some of it, and some of it isn't quite finished, but definitely cool.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm sorry we missed this earlier, but hey, we got back in here to check it out. So
you know what? Zombie Pigman was reading my mind. When I saw the outside of the building, I was like, save the clock tower!
Yeah.
Save the clock tower! Sorry.
Except this is supposed to be a hotel, and that was a courthouse.
Yeah, that's right. Dun, 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 dun. All right, anyway, but no.
Oh, yeah, because the Mario stuff wasn't copyrighted enough.
What are you talking about? That was parody. Dun, 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 dun. All right, anyway.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, you're right. Hold on. Ready? Hold on.
Are you going to smite it?
Wait, and... Oh, wait, I'm too far away. So, there it goes. Thank you. There it goes. There you go. Yeah. Awesome stuff.
So that's really cool. So that's the last build.
All right.
Definitely some awesome builds we got to see today, and really cool stuff. And
I cannot wait to see what's going to happen on the new map. I really can't wait.
And as the running gag goes, unfortunately, not enough time to get to the
Sorry about resource pack picks this week. We'll try to get to them next week. We want to remind all of you, by the way, very special edition next week. We're going to be doing Minecraft Me on Sunday, May 4th at 2 p.m. Pacific time. So make sure you're here for that. You want to be on the server for that because we're going to be doing our album art picture after the show. So it's not going to be a part of the show. It's going to be after the show. We're going to be doing that on the new server in front of the Spawn campus. There we'll find a spot. We'll set up some stands, and we're going to take a class picture, if you will. So wear your best and make sure you're here on Sunday, May 4th at 2 p.m. Pacific. And then at Sunday, later on that day at 5 p.m. Pacific, the return of Geek Gamer Weekly, which is our weekly show talking about the latest in technology and gaming. The reboot, if you will, or the new version of the show will be a little bit more heavy on the gaming side. We'll still cover tech stuff, but I want to get a little bit more heavy on the gaming side. I mean, obviously, we love gaming, all aspects of gaming, and that's what we really like to show off and talk about the most. So haven't decided yet who we're going to possibly bring on as a special guest, but Joe will be here. John should be here. He better be here. And hopefully you will be here. So make sure you join us on Sunday, May 4th. And I have a feeling something will, something dealing with Star Wars might be involved. May 4th. I don't know. Maybe. Just saying. You want to follow this guy on Twitter at Falbey, Falbey. If you're on Twitter, he might. I'm just saying he might send out stuff about the server and the tweets and stuff. So make sure you follow him on Twitter at Falbey, Falbey. He will not spam your Twitter stream at all. And you might want to check out Twitter, Joe, because they just changed their profile pages. The profile page on Twitter. You know that they changed them now.
What do you mean?
Well, you have to enable them, but they look different now. Here, I'll even show you. So here is my Twitter page here. Let me pull it up here. Here's my new Twitter page. They have, a much bigger area for background, and then you have the picture there, and you can pin a tweet and stuff and all that.
Twitter's more than just an app?
Yeah. I think.
Why?
Follow him on Twitter, Falbey, Falbey. Please follow me on Twitter. I just showed you my page at Nunes, Nunes, and please follow the network on Twitter at GeekGamerTV. Once again, we will be doing our next live Minecraft Me show on Sunday, May 4th at 2 p.m. Pacific, and then after that show, we'll be doing our big class picture. So make sure you are joining us for that because it's only a one-time deal. We will be there. So I want to say again,
they do profile pages. That's so weird.
Well, they've always done that. They just redesigned it.
But I mean, if I want a pretty profile page, I'm going to go set up update my Google Plus account. That's the prettiest one out there. Why is everybody trying to be Facebook all of a sudden?
And on that note, I just want to say a big thank you to all the Patreons and all the people who watch and check out our show. Remember to become a Patreon. Go to patreon.com/Minecraft. For Mr. Joseph Falbey, I am Chase Nunes. Thank you for downloading and watching Minecraft Me. We'll see you guys again on May 4th. Keep digging.